This is the Dear Facial Beauty Medical Spa Chair, Medical Aesthetic Chair, Podiatry Chair. What impressed me right away is how quietly and smoothly it moves while keeping clients perfectly stable, which makes long treatments feel calmer for everyone in the room. I work in treatment spaces where comfort, hygiene, and repeatable positioning matter every single day. This fits squarely into the professional treatment chair category for medical spas, aesthetic clinics, and podiatry practices. If you are setting up a new room or upgrading an older space, it is designed for real clinical use, not just showroom looks. I use it for facials, foot and leg care, and a mix of aesthetic procedures where I need quick, precise angle changes without asking clients to constantly adjust themselves. The design looks modern without trying too hard. The black faux leather feels soft to the touch, and more importantly, it wipes clean in seconds. That matters when you are turning the room around multiple times a day and do not want to baby the upholstery. The cushion is dense in a way that supports the body evenly. Clients do not sink through it, but it still has enough give to stay comfortable through long sessions. The seat and back feel wide enough that a lot of different body types can relax without shoulders or knees feeling pinned in. Underneath, the steel structure is the part you feel more than see. The whole chair is heavy, close to 200 pounds, and that weight translates directly into confidence. No wiggles, no creaks, no second thoughts when you tilt or elevate. It is the kind of grounded feeling I expect from furniture that is meant to hold real people for real procedures. Setup was straightforward but not a solo project for me. The instructions were clear, and I appreciated that the steps were logical, but lifting and nudging a chair of this size into position took 2 sets of hands. If your room is upstairs or down a tight hallway, plan that path before you start. I decided on the final spot first because moving it after assembly is doable, just not something you will want to repeat. Once it is in place, the day-to-day user experience is simple. There are 3 independent motors for height, backrest, and leg rest. The hand remote and the foot remote both have clearly labeled buttons, so I never have to look twice to remember which one tilts or lifts. The motors move at a calm pace and make a soft hum that is easy to ignore, even during quiet treatments. When I talk about performance for a chair, I am thinking about control, comfort, and trust. Control means I can hit exactly the angle I want without overshooting, and this hits that mark. Short presses nudge, long presses glide through a wider range, and there is no jerk at the start or end of motion. Comfort is about the padding and the ergonomics. The foam here does not compress unevenly. Clients who come in for 90-minute facials have stayed relaxed from start to finish, and the neck support with the pillow in place feels natural. When I need a face-down position, I pull the pillow and use the opening in the headrest, and clients breathe comfortably without needing a stack of towels or constant micro-adjustments. Trust is about stability and weight capacity. The manufacturer rates the steel frame up to 400 pounds. And after working with a range of clients, I have had 0 moments where the chair felt stressed or where I worried about tipping when I raised the legs high or reclined the back deeply. A few real scenarios from my week give a clear picture. For a detailed facial with extractions, I start with the backrest slightly elevated, then raise the height just enough so my shoulders stay relaxed. I rotate the armrests or remove one when I need close side access. When I switch to a massage sequence at the end, I lower the backrest smoothly and clients often comment on how quiet the movement is. For podiatry care, I elevate the leg rest higher than a standard salon chair can manage, and I can fine-tune that angle so that the foot is right in my field of view without me hunching over. That saves my own posture and keeps the client from flexing or bracing. During a back treatment, I remove the pillow, open the face slot, and the client settles into a face-down position with their neck relaxed. The transition between setups does not interrupt the flow of the service, because the motors respond quickly, and the manual adjustments on the armrests, headrest, and foot extension are smooth and predictable. One detail I did not expect to appreciate as much is the dual remote setup. The hand remote stays on a magnetic hook near me, and the foot remote lets me make tiny changes without pausing to reach. I use the foot remote when my hands are occupied, and I want to tilt the back a few degrees or lift the height a little to get the angle perfect. The layout is simple enough that I never think about it. The armrests being reversible and removable sounds small, but in a tight room it can be the difference between bumping into furniture and moving freely around a client. The headrest design with the removable pillow makes face-up and face-down work equally comfortable. The foot extension has a long range, so taller clients are supported instead of dangling from the knee down. Cleaning is often where furniture like this starts to feel like a chore, but the faux leather here has been stress-free. I wipe it with a standard disinfectant between clients, and after many daily cleanings it still looks matte and fresh, not shiny or cracked. It does not hold onto product smells, which is something I dealt with on older chairs that absorbed oils and perfumes. The black color helps hide minor scuffs and keeps the room looking consistent even on busy days. There are a few trade-offs worth noting. The weight is a blessing for stability and a drawback for portability. If you do mobile work or rearrange your floor plan every few days, this is not the chair for that lifestyle. Color options are limited right now, and while I like the black because it stays looking crisp, I know some spaces want lighter tones. The cables for the foot remote and power can get in the way if you do not manage them. I ended up clipping the foot remote cable under the base so it falls where my foot expects it, and that solved it. The chair does not include extras like a paper roll holder out of the box, so if you prefer to pull a protective sheet across the surface between clients, plan for a separate accessory. Over the past weeks, the thing that stands out most is how clients react. People notice when a chair feels secure. They notice when they are not asked to scoot up, slide down, or twist their shoulders every few minutes. With this chair, I can make the micro changes myself, quietly, and keep them relaxed while I stay ergonomically aligned. That adds up over a full day. My back and shoulders feel better at closing time, and client feedback has been consistently positive about how supportive and plush the seat feels without being mushy. I want to call out the durability signals I look for. The stitching around high wear areas is straight and tight. The armrest brackets do not wobble after repeated adjustments. When I fully elevate the legs and recline the back, the base does not lift or flex, even on smooth, hard floors. It stays planted. The steel frame inspires confidence, and based on how it has handled different body types so far, I expect it to hold up over the long term. It also comes with a 1-year warranty from Deere, which adds some peace of mind if you are outfitting a professional room and need reliable support. If you are a medical spa owner, an aesthetic practitioner, or a podiatrist who needs a stable, easy to clean, fully adjustable chair that treats both the client and the practitioner well, this fits beautifully. If you need something light, portable, or designed for frequent rearranging, look elsewhere. For a dedicated treatment room, it brings the right mix of quiet electric control, sturdy construction, and thoughtful details like the face slot, reversible armrests, and dual remotes. It is not flashy, it just does its job every single day, which is exactly what I want from this kind of equipment. If you found this helpful, subscribe to the channel and tell me in the comments what you want to see tested next, or what details I should check in a long-term follow-up. Thank you for watching.